y'all, it's Kathy and welcome back to my channel. Today I need to do a weekly weigh-in and drum roll please. This week I weighed in at 200. It's almost there. It's almost there. I'm so excited. But I wanted to also try this sugar-free, Lakanto sugar-free brownie mix. I was wanting to give it a try and see how it tasted. Now this is keto and we're not going to be doing it keto, so keep that in mind. I do already have the oven set to preheat at 350 degrees. Just a second. A little guy down here that wants a treat. Okay, sit down. There you go. Bentley? Where's your sit down? There you go. Okay, all right, now that that's over with. So we're not going to be doing it with like keto. I am going to be using regular vegetable oil instead of what they call for a 2/3 cup of coconut oil. So I've already got the 2/3 cup of coconut oil. And then it also calls for 2 eggs. Now, what the sweetener in this brownie mix is the monk fruit. And I do believe it also has in it, let's see. No, it just says sweetened with monk fruit. So, I have tried this before, and there was, I had read that a certain ingredient, sometimes the, erythritol, there it is. The erythritol can cause a cooling effect, and I don't know that it necessarily caused a cooling effect on me, but when I did try this, it almost gave me a sore throat. Not a sore throat as in just hurting, just one that would make me a lot. So I want to see if it does that again or if that was just my imagination. But I did read online where the erythritol can do like a cooling effect. So I'm going to add that into with the oil. And then add our mix into it. This little guy down here thinks that I am making his supper right now. So as soon as we get this in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and get their supper ready for them because they're hungry and they're not going to have any chocolate. So, oh, it smells really, really good. This is the brownie mix, and they also have other mixes as well. I do have I want to say it's a pumpkin bread mix ordered that I haven't received yet. So we'll try that one in next week's weigh-in. I'm really excited about that one. They also have a banana bread mix. You know, I have replaced my banana bread with the monk fruit, and I've gotten it right where I like it, and so I'm almost afraid to try the banana bread because I don't want, I'm going to compare it to my banana bread, and I really, really like my banana bread, so I'm not too sure about that. I might give it a try, but they're not like, they're not cheap. The packages of mixes are not cheap, just to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. In order to be healthy, you have to spend a lot. So I think that's just a little bit ridiculous. But, you know, it's maybe like a weekly treat, or like maybe like a weekly treat, or like if it's Christmas is coming up, this would be really good for Christmas, for those people that can't have all that, the sugary treats that we all seem to want to eat at Christmas time, the pies and the cookies and the cakes and all that stuff. And I know every year, Bentley, Bentley, every year at Christmas time, I do always make Jesus a birthday cake. It's just something that I've always done with my kids, and so this is a good option for people that just can't eat that sugary stuff, you know. And Thanksgiving is going to be here before we know it, and here on the mountain we are in full swing. I know it's already getting dark here, and let me tell you what time it is. It's 5 o'clock. I'm not used to it being dark at 5 o'clock, but it gets dark here really, really fast. I might have needed a bigger bowl. There's more mix in here than I thought there was. But let's see. Let's read these real quick. There are 9 servings in each container, and the serving size is, it says a 1/9 of the mix. Okay? But each serving is 40 calories. There's 0 fats, 0 saturated fats, 0 trans fats, 0 cholesterol, and 15 grams of fiber, 27 grams of carbohydrates, 0 total sugars. Now it does say here, I am reading, it does say you can add 3 eggs for a cakier brownie, and I think that I am going to do that. So let me get this mixed up, and I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, I have sprayed my tin pan. Yes, I did just wrap my tin pan with some of the cheap Dollar Tree foil, because that's just what I did. But my pan is sprayed, and I'm going to put the brownie mixture in there. I did go ahead and add the 3rd egg to the mix because it's really, really thick, and I have looked on this thing I don't know how many times just to double check myself. There's no water. That's it. 2/3 cup of oil or coconut oil if you are doing keto, and 2 eggs for the brownies, or 3 eggs for a cakey or brownie. And it doesn't say anywhere to add any water, so I'm gonna follow the directions as is. But as you can see, and I know brownies are supposed to be thick, but this just seems so unusually thick. So, that arm still gives me trouble from when I fell last year. It's I guess maybe it's just weak. I don't want to pick things up. I can pick things up, but I don't want to hold them too long because it gets really, and I am using my finger because I'm making this for my family. My hands are clean, and I want every bit of this chocolate goodness to go into my pan. Let me show y'all up close the chocolatey. I mean, it like glistens. It's so chocolatey. Oh my goodness. And it says to put it in the oven, a preheated oven, to 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean. It doesn't say almost clean, it says until a toothpick comes out clean. So that's what we will go with. It made a pretty good sized pan. I thought it would be more smaller, maybe 3/4 that size, but it did turn out to be a lot more than I expected. timer 1. We'll go for 20 minutes first, and then I think it starts automatically. Yes, it does. And we'll go for 20 minutes first, and then we'll check it again at 5 minutes. I'll see you in a bit. Hey y'all, you'll never believe what I did. I set the timer for 20 hours. I did that the other day too. I'm not used to this oven, so. While that is baking, I wanted to share some of the stuff that I've painted at the pottery studio. If you have a local pottery studio, I encourage you to go there and do some painting for gift giving ideals. It's a great way to have a unique gift and also personalize any gifts that you want to give. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I have painted. Now, here at the studio, they have a lot of ornaments, and that's a big thing that they do yearly. So this is a number 1. Now, this is before they've been glazed and fired. So this is just the first step. So you'll see in the corner, I'm going to have those outlined, those 3 little dots, and make a holly out of that. But this is a number 1, and a great thing for it would be like baby's first Christmas, or my plan is to put a number sign up in the corner and then put Nana down it, or it could be for anybody else, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, teacher. That would be a great idea for the number 1. But this is the one that I did. And then I also did a second one. Oh, here it is. I did a second one that I want to do. This is the person I painted for. This was her favorite colors, which are green and yellow. And then I put little red dots. And then I'm going to go back in and put little legs. And these are going to be little ladybugs, because the person that I painted this for enjoys gardening a lot. So I did that one. And then for my nephew, who is in the Air Force, I painted him a rocket, which is red, white, and blue. So that's what I painted him. And then here is like the flames. I put like yellow in here for the flames. So I painted him that one. And then I painted my niece Alex a elf shoe. And I actually think I painted her an elf shoe last year, but I forgot, and so she's going to get another elf shoe this year. And then as you see on the back, I put 2 Alex, Love, and Kathy. So that was a good way to personalize that one. I do that with all of them that I do paint. This one is for my daughter-in-law. This one's actually called Rudolph and Blitzen, and I call it R&B. But on one of the reindeers, I want to put some little eyelashes, so that it would be like her and my son. I thought that was a good idea, right, to do that. So, this one is for my bearded boy, Santa, because Santa has a beard. I thought that was kind of unique for him. And then I also painted him a bearded gnome because he loves his beard. And for my oldest boy, I painted him that. That was for him because he loves the Grinch. So I made the Santa Claus, I made him look like a Grinch. And then I painted him an elf with black hair because he has, well, it's blackish brown hair, and in the light you can see the red. He does have red in his hair as well. And then for both my boys, I painted them each a mug. It kind of looks like a hot mess right now, but it's going to be wonderful once it comes out of the kiln. Now these are my handprints that I put on the mug, and then along the top, or probably right here, I'm going to put a hug from Mama. And then on the inside of the mug, I painted 2 of them. I painted a red one that's red on the inside, and the handle is red. I painted that for my oldest, and because he likes the color red. Then my youngest likes the color green, and I painted his inside green. And then I painted, now these are actually supposed to be candy canes, but I turned them upside down to make a J. And I painted a red one, or a green one, and a red one. And down inside, like this is the green one. Let me get the red one. Down inside, I'm going to put the opposite color of the J. Just lay it down inside the bottom of the cup. So when they drink it, they see the J at the bottom of the cup. And then on the handle of each one, I'm going to I haven't decided yet. I'm either going to put their gaming handle name, or I'm going to put their name. I haven't decided. But I'm really excited for these to come out of the kiln. So whenever they do come out of the kiln and they're ready, then I'll show you the finished product. But that's everything that I've painted so far. I'm excited. I always paint them ornaments every year that I come down. And these, actually, we've been working on these since I was here last year. I painted them last year. This year we did the handprints, and we're going to fire them. So this is, it doesn't really take that long. It's just how it went for me right now. But that's a really unique ideal to give to your children. So I encourage you, if you do have a pottery studio in your area, to visit them and see what all they have. It's good for a lot of the studios will do events. So you could have like a company Christmas party or a wedding shower or just anything like that. But let's check on those brownies. And our brownies are ready, and they actually took right at 20 minutes. I probably could have taken them out just a little bit sooner, but I was too busy yapping myself away. So there's the finished brownie. See, the edges got just probably a little bit too done, but I'm gonna let them cool off and wait for my aunt, and we'll see how they taste when she gets home. Hey y'all, the brownies ended up being delicious, and my aunt loved them as well. I didn't notice them irritating my throat or anything like that, and I wasn't like clearing my throat like like that. So it must have just been maybe my allergies that particular day. But I really do love these brownies. I will say that you want to put them in an airtight container because they do dry out quickly. But they were really, really good. I hope everybody's having a great day and a great week, and I will see you next week. Mwah.